Yo, killing me with this.
Bert starts talking about how him and Tom have basically been replaced by Joe with Ari, Mark Norman, Shane Gillis, right? They're doing their Protect Our Park shit. Ever since Joe started doing that Protect Our Park stuff, Bert and Tom, you seldomly see them on there. And I think it's been like maybe 1 or 2 years since like they've done a Sober October. And Sober October, that's usually when Bert, Tom, Ari, and Joe get together. They all stay sober for a month. They start doing like fitness challenges and shit like that. Bert gets into pretty good shape because Joe's like whipping his ass for a month straight, and then Bert falls off again, you know what I mean? So that's like the only time that Joe like hangs out with these assholes, right? And now Joe kind of doesn't do it. He's got Protect Our Parks. What does he need them for? So Bert starts talking about this, and when Ari starts dropping the heat on Bert, Bert starts bugging out. Watch this.
October anymore?
Maybe.
Because I'm not good at accents.
No, I love
Yeah,
you.
that's what. Yeah.
Ari, as a member of both Sober October and Protect Your Parks.
Oh, yeah, you're the only one.
Protect our
You're
parks,
the only one.
Please have some respect.
You're the only
Put respect
one.
on their name.
What's that?
Put respect on their name.
We've never watched an episode.
Ooh, look at that. And then you heard Bert at the end. We never watched an episode. So Bert, in classic Bert fashion, he pronounces the name wrong. It's not Protect Your Parks. It's Protect Our Parks, right? So Ari hears that. Ari goes, put some respect on that shit. You're going to say Protect Our Parks, you know, second biggest show in the world, you know, because it's on Joe Rogan. He goes, Protect Our Parks. We're bringing in big numbers, bitch. You better put some respect on that shit. You say that shit, you put some respect on it, hits him with a Birdman. You know what I mean? Now, Bert goes, oh, well, we never even watched a single one, so what does it matter?
Yeah.
Ari, as a member of both Sober October and Protect Your Parks.
Oh, yeah, you're the only one.
Protect our parks,
You're the only one.
Please have some respect.
You're the only
Put respect
one.
on their name.
What's that?
Put respect on their name.
We've never watched an episode. We refuse to.
Okay.
We just think it's
Ooh.
kind of ridiculous that we got replaced.
Yeah.
Just replaced.
Just straight
like
up
two new
replaced.
white guys. At least make it diverse. Bring in an Asian or a black guy.
No.
No. Look at that. I love that. Ari hits him with the fucking no. At least replace us with a black guy or an Asian guy. Ari's like, nope, all whites. Sorry. Sorry, Bert. It just, you just happen to be one of the whites that we don't want around. You know what I mean? Imagine if you ever watch an episode of Protect Our Parks? These boys are getting wasted as hell in that shit. And it kind of works with them because, like, Shane Gillis is kind of, like, wrangling them all up. You know what I mean? Shane's the only one that could handle his alcohol in that group. So they start getting wild. Shane starts cracking the whip. He's like, whoa, we got to chill out, boys. It's a podcast. You know what I mean? Let's calm down. Now, imagine throwing Bert in the middle of that. Imagine that. That would be crazy, bro. You got to use your imagination this episode because I'm saying it a lot, okay? So if your imagination's not running wild like mine, this is going to be a difficult episode for you to get through.
Wait, you didn't pick it.
I did pick it. I'm the one who fucking.
No, he brought
pitched
them
it.
there.
I said, hey, we're going to Skankfest. We're going a day
hold on.
early. Who wants
You
us?
replaced us?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you were showing me some disrespect off the free drugs I gave you. No, thank you. And then so forth.
Wait. Did we
And
get
then
Ooh, so that's a big claim right there. This is quite a loaded joke that Ari's throwing at Bert right now. So if you don't know the context of this joke, it just sounds like a harmless joke to you. Oh, I gave you some drugs at one point and you never thanked me for them. You'd be listening to this, you'd thinking like they're at a festival or something like that, and Ari and Bert are hanging out, and Ari goes, hey man, here's like some acid, bro. Like, you want to trip together? Me and you could trip together. We hang out at the festival. And Bert's like, yeah, dude, I want to trip, man. It's the coolest fucking thing, man. So, like, Ari and Bert trip together. You would think that, right? If you don't know the context of this joke. That's not what happened. Bert ends up having Ari on. I think it's his podcast, Bertcast or some shit. This is like years ago. Ari gets on there, ends up fucking dropping Molly in Bert's, like, beer or something like that. Doses the fuck out of him. Now, Bert and his wife start freaking out for a little bit. Of course, his wife is freaking out more because somebody just drugged her husband and she's a square. And Bert ends up having the time of his goddamn life. Like, his wife makes a big deal out of it. Yeah, it is a big deal. If somebody drugged me, I don't care how good of a time I've had. I'd be pissed off. I probably wouldn't hang out with that person anymore. Bert, of course, forgives and forgets. And Ari's making this joke like, well, I gave you some drugs one time and you never thanked me for them. So we made this Protect Our Parks thing, and we decided not to put you in it.
Why?
because you were showing me some disrespect off the free drugs I gave you. Not no thank you, and then so forth.
Wait.
And then I said, okay, I'll move on.
We got replaced because you drugged me and I didn't enjoy it.
You did enjoy it.
But no,
You
hold
didn't
on.
act like you
Hold
enjoyed
on.
it.
Hold on. I thought Joe replaced us.
I said to Joe and Tom, hey,
And Tom.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Austin. I sent them both texts with Norman and Shane, and I said we got to go to Houston. We can stop for a day before. You want like a 4? And Joe's like, yeah.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I'm the only one that cares.
Tom's like, I'm running.
Yeah, Tom's like, bro, just so you know, I have like an actual life, bro. Like when me and my wife had kids, like I actually pledged to take care of them. And then I backed up my word and like took care of them. You know what I mean? I might not be the best dad. I still go on tour, 48 weeks out of the year or whatever, but I'm there for them as much as I can be. On the other hand, Bert's like, no, like I care, bro. He's like, I've never looked after my kids or anything. Only thing I've ever cared about is like myself. So yeah, I care. Like I have 1,000,001 things going on. I have revenue streams in every different which way direction you could possibly imagine. I have actual employees under my belt. I still care. I have so much stuff going on. I want to be liked by as many people as I can because I'm an empty shell of a bitch that I still care. You know what I mean? And look at Bert. Tom says he doesn't care. Bert's looking at him like he wants to shoot lasers through his fucking temples. You know what I mean? Because Tom's kind of making Bert look like an asshole here.
And Joe's like, yeah.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I'm the only one that cares.
Tom's like, I'm running an empire. I don't.
Guys, I have a career also, but like, but also I do go. It would be fun to get that Joe.
To get that laid back.
The fun to protect your parks, Joe, is not sober October,
Protect our
Joe.
parks. No, it's pretty close. We just get tuned up and fucking. All you do is chat with none of us.
Look at how pissed off Bert is. Bert's like, I just want to get wasted with Joe Rogan, man. That's too much to ask for, bro. Like, dude, this is not sitting well with Bert at all, dude. Like, and here's the thing. Bert, you can't have that fucking shit with Joe. Because Joe's going to end up fucking, like, roundhouse kicking this motherfucker in his goddamn neck. You know what I mean? Because Bert's going to end up annoying Joe to the point to where Joe's going to get violent. Like, even someone who, claims to be as self-disciplined as Joe Rogan. Bert, you get a couple drinks in Bert and he'll make a guy like that crack. He will. Joe will end up going to jail for manslaughter or something like that. Because one of those kicks, like you ever seen Joe kick a heavy bag, one of those things will split you in half. So if Bert annoys Joe to the point to where Joe has to get violent with him, Bert's not making it out of that bitch. You know what I mean? So whatever little self-discipline Joe does have, he uses it to say, I'm sorry, Bert, I can't drink with you like that. You know what I mean? You could come to the club, you do a spot, we have a drink or two, whatever. You go into the green room, you leave me the fuck alone. Okay? But we can't hang out like that. Not doing a 5-hour podcast to protect our parks. We're all eating mushrooms and getting wasted on whiskey. Nah, bro. You can't come in there and fuck that vibe up.
Let's challenge them to fucking workouts. None of us on protected parks go, let's do a push-up.
Hold on. I think I'm I'm understanding. Am I the problem?
You're the factor. I wouldn't say problem.
You're a fact. You're a key factor for sure.
Because part of it is that when you come in, he's going like, how's this guy alive?
You're the self-help guy.
Yeah, he's
Self-help guy.
No, you're not self-help. He's like, let's help this guy, not self-help.
You see that right there? It's just what I was talking about. It's the same shit I was talking about. And we talked about it last week when I was talking about the Chrissy K ass, When him and Giannis were on, and he was trying to light that cigar, Joe started getting pissed because Joe's like, bro, I don't want to have to babysit your ass. And it's the same thing. Joe sees a guy like Bert walk through the door. He's got a handle of Porosos, fucking double fisting 2 handles of Porosos in his hand. He goes, bro, I'm going to end up having to fucking take care of this stupid asshole. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, I don't want to have Bert in here acting a fucking goddamn fool in my podcast. That's why the only time he does podcasts with Bert now is during Sober October. He has to get Bert bone dry before he walks through that goddamn door to talk on the mic, or else he can't stand him.
Now, what's the opposite of
This is
self-help?
backfiring totally.
Yeah. So it becomes that. That's when it becomes annoying for you, when you're like, all right, leave me alone.
Yeah, because sometimes you come in, right, and he's just like, what's going on? You all right?
Yeah. I've taken that role in Protect Our Parks where they're like, let's advise Ari. I'm like, I don't want advice.
Oh, they start that to you?
Yeah, and I'm like,
oh,
what?
See, so it just
Why am I in
shifts,
this
it
role?
pivots.
Wait, who's Bert and who's Tom in Protect Your Parks?
Protect Our Parks. It is.
Ooh, hit him with that correction again. I like that. Ari's not letting up on this one. Dude, he's going to keep twisting that goddamn knife. And Bert's about to start yelling and everything. Watch.
Is okay, it's all shifted.
Yeah.
So
Shane's Bert.
No.
Bullshit, I'm not Mark.
No.
Are you me?
I'm you.
You're me?
I'm you. Shane's Joe.
What?
Joe's Tom.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Joe's
Wow.
Tom. Norman's me. And I'm you.
Wow, that's a huge shift.
That's actually
Yeah,
great.
it's Shane's show.
Oh, it's
It's Shane's show. Remember I was telling you that. That shit's true, bro. Like, they'll all start talking at the same time. Shane's the only one that'll be like, bro, we're having like 3 different conversations at the same time, bro. Like, we all need chill. You know what I mean? Like, Shane starts fucking throwing like drills down there. Hut. You know what I mean? Throws the mic to Joe. Joe's like, I got it, bro. Like, let's do this, man. Like, Shane really does run the shit over at Protect Our Parks. I'm telling you.
Shane runs it.
Yeah.
Really?
It's Shane's show.
Really?
This is my impression of Joe Rogan when Shane's in the room.
Fucking did.
Do your impression of Joe Rogan when I'm in
I'll
the
do
room.
it as Churchill. I'll do Joe Rogan as Churchill.
Yeah.
Oh no, Lord.
So he fans out on
Yeah, he
it.
fans out hard. Well, we all do a little
hilarious.
bit.
For real?
But, yeah, he loves him. But then Norman, when
You know why Joe likes Shane so much? Because Joe sees that's the next one he can ride the coattails of. You know what I mean? In comedy. Let's not forget, we're not talking about podcasting. I know Joe's the biggest, okay? We get it. In comedy. Like, Joe sees Shane and how popular Shane's getting, how funny he is, right? Joe goes, oh, that's another one to bring on tour with, like, me, Ron White, Dave Chappelle. You know what I mean? Joe gets these guys, wrangles them up, starts these big-ass tours. He starts paying for everything. You know what I mean? How many times have I talked about this? Joe's, like, whole comedy strategy is schmooze these guys, have them around you as much as you possibly can. Maybe some people will think you're funny because you hang out with all of them. You know what I mean? This has been Joe's strategy since the beginning. When Joe was like a feature, you know what I mean? He's still bringing his buddies on the goddamn road paying for their shit. How the fuck you do that as a goddamn feature? He had the Fear Factor money. You know what I mean? Then he goes headlining. He's bringing 2 goddamn openers. He's paying for all their shit. One of them is Joey Diaz. He doesn't even show up half the time. Joe's still paying this motherfucker. You know? So this is Joe's strategy. He pays for everybody's shit. He keeps them around him. You know what I mean? Let me buy a comedy club. Everybody's got to hang out at my spot. You know? It's like the popular kid who's not good at the thing, right? But he's got all the shit. So everybody wants to hang out with him. You know? It's the same thing with Joe Rogan. So now he's sitting there going like, yeah, this is what the deal is right now here.
But
For real?
but, yeah, he loves him. But then Norman, when on Sober October, I just get to tag. I just get to like throw in jokes. It's fun. Make fun of your fat feet. Make whatever. And then like that's what Norman's job is. He just
Yeah.
tag.
And who's me again?
I'm you in that I slow it down, and then they're like unwanted advice comes my way. Oh yeah.
You get the, we can fix Ari.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? Doing great. Fine. Yeah, same as you. We're like, I'm not looking to quit drinking.
No, I'm having a really good time.
You're going to have withdrawals. And you're like, I'm not even going to quit. What are you talking about? You're like, I want to take a day off. And everyone's like, let's get you to the hospital.
So do you think we'll ever do Sober October again?
We should. I got a new special out. That'd be a good excuse to come do one.
Yeah, but can I be Joe?
You
Can
Joe.
I be Joe?
Let's make him not sit in that seat.
Okay.
Oh, you want to sit in the seat?
I want to be Joe.
I want to be Joe. Dude, that's fucking crazy. This is like, usually with people like this, you can like read them like a book. You know what I mean? Like if they sit there and they have this desperate ass attitude to them, they don't have to say stuff like, I want to be Joe. Joe probably picks up on his energy and he probably doesn't want to have him around that much anymore. You know what I mean? If you're thinking like this, imagine how you subconsciously act around the guy. So this is like crazy to hear this come out of his mouth. And he's like dead serious. You could hear the sincerity in his voice. He goes, "Can I be Joe?" Like, what the fuck? You're a grown-ass man.
I got a new special out. That'd be a good excuse to come do one.
Yeah, but can I be Joe?
You can be Joe. Let's make him not sit in that seat.
Okay.
Oh, you want to sit in the seat?
I want to be Joe.
How do you get to be Joe, though?
Yeah, how are you going to be
Because Joe, what
Okay,
Joe
here's
does that you don't have the capacity to do is not
listen.
make it all about himself.
Hold on. Fuck off.
Ooh.
No, hold on. There's a clip.
He's about to
Dude,
start yelling.
Hold on.
That's a
Fuck
clip of
you. Fuck you.
There's got to be a clip out there of you not interrupting.
No.
Fine. Look that up.
I'm not interrupting.
Ooh, he's about to start yelling. So this is... Dude, this guy's about to lose his shit. He goes, "You can't be Joe." Because when Joe asks somebody a question, he'll actually shut the fuck up and let them talk for a little while. Yeah, when he starts talking again, he'll talk for 78 minutes. But while the person's getting their piece out, Joe's as quiet as a church mouse. He doesn't make it about him. He might even ask a follow-up question. We don't get many of them out of you. You know, Bert is one of those people that he waits for it to be his turn to speak. He doesn't listen to you talk. You know what I mean? You ever meet people like that? You can tell. It's pretty easy. Because half of the time they reply to you, it's not even about what the fuck you're even talking about, right? They start losing point of the conversation. They start talking about their shit. Or they might even start trying to one-up you. You know, you ever meet the one-upper? You know, you say a story, and they go, "Well, I remember when I did that, it was like crazier." You know what I mean? It's like one of them. That's the kind of guy Bert is. So now Ari's about to make fun of him about this, and this one strikes the biggest chord with Bert. Watch this.
Hold on. Fuck off. Hold on. There's a clip. Dude, hold on.
That's a clip
Fuck you. Fuck you.
There's got to be a clip out there of you not interrupting.
No.
Fine. Look that up.
I'm not interrupting. I'm having a fucking conversation.
Yeah, okay.
That's how conversations fucking work.
Agreed. Yeah.
And sometimes I'll say,
Look at that. I love that shit, bro.
Change my state of mind.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Love so hard to find.
we got him.
Look at this guy. Dude, they're gonna try to play it off like they're doing like this little bit by like smirking in between and shit. Bro, Bert ain't that good of an actor. I'll tell you right now. I saw the trailer for The Machine, bro. And trust me, that's all I needed to see. This guy ain't that good at acting. So this little burst right here is fucking real. He's gonna try to play it off like he's smiling and trying to play it into it. This guy is really getting pissed about this.
No.
Fine. Look that up.
I'm not interrupting. I'm having a fucking conversation.
Yeah.
Look at dude, and Tom is sitting here like, "Yo, Ari's nailing this right now, bro." I love that. I love how Bert's just ruthlessly getting on this guy.
Okay.
That's how conversations fucking work.
Agreed. Yeah.
true.
And sometimes I'll say, if you said and then I go, "God, that's crazy. I would never be able to do that." And then because Joe's done that, he goes,
Look, Tom right now is probably going through hell. Cause the last episode that we talked about your mom's house with Armie Hammer, right? They were talking about how bad Brett's Bert is. Brett's Bert. I'm stoned as fuck. They were talking about how bad Bert's breath is. In that at Mom's House episode with Armie Hammer that I covered. We didn't talk about it during that episode. But they were sitting there like, Tom is like, dude, his mouth smells like the inside of like a garbage disposal from a sink or some shit. Like, and he's sitting there yelling. He's going, "It's not a conversation. This is how conversations work." You know? So all his breath, he's like, all over Tom, sitting right next to him. It's like that episode of SpongeBob. You remember when SpongeBob thought he was ugly? He really just had bad breath. Everybody's sitting there like dying around him and shit. You know, fishes were like, you know what I mean? He was killing everybody. It's the same shit. Tom is sitting there staring right at his mouth. It's like a beeline. He's staring right at his mouth because he wants to know what direction that heat is coming from. You know what I mean? Just in case he needs to steer clear of it. Right now, it's going past his nose. You know? Right past his nose. He knows that if Bert just turns 90 degrees to the left to look at him, it might be over for him. He's staring him down because he doesn't want to get hit with that again.
He goes, "Don't make it about you." I go, "But that's how life works." I think of things and I go, "That's amazing. I could never run 25 miles."
Yeah.
You know, like I could never run 50 miles. But I'll be Joe.
Okay, that's it. Let's give it up for Ari Schaffir Destroying Bert Kreischer's confidence. Apologize about the clunkiness, man. That technical difficulty shit really fucked up my flow.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.